Hello and welcome back to City Bus Manager, and here we are once again with our company Dave Coach operating in the marvellous Welsh city of Swansea. Anyway, just before this I've paused it and I've gone through and cleaned and washed and repaired all of our buses, so they should be ready for our morning service very soon. So you look at them all now, just buzzing around off to do whatever they need to do to get fixed up and repaired. What I will need to do is to remember to get some of the what's it called again? Oh yeah, some more spare parts, as we are running a little bit low on those now. So first things first, we have our white double deckers here that we had, which we put a route in for last time. It's probably time that we got them a bit of a paint job going on. So I'm just going to go through and paint up any of these which are available to be painted. Which, considering I have just gone through and gone through and put them all onto fueling and cleaning and washing, probably won't be very many of them. Maybe if we speed things up a bit, we will get through them a little bit quicker. Anyway, suppose it's time to do our shift scheduling. So let's go in. We'll assign drivers. There we go. We have enough drivers. And do we have enough buses to assign buses? Now we've got 4 that could not be assigned. So we have a 30C D and a 30AD, so these are our double decker buses, and then we have a O2S and an O5S, so the small ones. These ones I'm just going to quickly just drop it onto the what's it called again, onto the yellow Gore-Simmons buses. But we'll hold that thought for just a moment. What I'm going to do is we have 2 different colour schemes that I have made for these new route masters. One is just our standard purple and red, although the purple does seem to come out more purple than pinky on these ones, so that seems a lot darker. I promise you it is the same purpley pink as I meant to be using on the other ones, but it just looks a different colour to me. And then the other one that I did is because these are doing the trip over to Gore-Simmons where they've got the yellow and black buses, I put a yellow and black spot on the back of it, which I think just gives it a little bit of something extra. Like I probably should put like an advertising hoarding or something, like a big square board on the side down here. But I don't really want to overdo anything, get too complicated, because things got very slow trying to keep up with these on my last one. So let's just apply this one, and we'll just carry on from here, and any of the other ones that will be ready to get painted will go in just a moment. But it currently looks like none of the other ones are ready for that. So anyway, we need to get back and have a look at our shifting. So this one here can fit onto this Gore-Simmons bus here. Plenty of time for the turnaround there. And then if we scroll across, plenty of time for you to fit on there. I probably could have worked out getting you onto the onto other small buses, but that was more effort than it was worth in many ways. So over here, how do I want to do this? Well, these buses I could probably see if I could just manually position a few of them up a bit better. So how was I doing this? Not going to work on you. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you onto there, because then you are a later start of 1340, which might make things easier to get on. And then if I put you on that one, again that's now running a bit later. And then I can put you onto there, and then you onto there, and then all I need to do is find a morning one where I could potentially position you somewhere nice. And maybe if I found, oh, you can go into that position there, and then you can go into that position there. Bit by bit, we are slowly edging this to a better, an easier position for us to work with. Not going to work on that one. Not going to work on that one. Ooh. Do we have one with just the one on here? That will have a late start. So what if I put you onto there? Now we have a late one. Does that fit in anywhere any better? No, it's not looking very easy, so why not just, we'll give it a double decker and we'll get some more. So that's got that all assigned up. What we probably need to do now is get some more buses in here. Probably means we need to sort our depot out a bit more. Quick, one more check for painty. No, none of these look like they're ready yet. So we'll come back and do that in a moment. What I'm going to do, is just leave that so I get a few more spaces going on in here. But first, replacement parts is what we're talking about needing. So we'll get to have another 9 of everything. It was at least 10 of everything, but 9 of you were 1 short. I think this will be looking good. Oh, I've got plenty there, plenty there, plenty there, plenty there. But that should be good. What's going on in here? A bus driver. I'm at the end of my rope. I can't go on like this. This is too much work. You are just strolling around at the moment, so you should be fine. So we will ignore you for now, but we're going to put some more medium bays in. So I'll extend these bays out a bit so I can have 7 outer game, much like on the other side of that old bays. And I'll do a gap of 2 in between so we can put some trees in down there in a moment. So we'll do a whole bunch of bushes down the centre. So we're basically just reflecting what we have already in from previously over here. So just checking that the trees are the correct one. I think is this one. I'll just pop a few in down here. That's looking good. Very much the same as over there. Do some bigger bushes down this row here. So hopefully people should have a softer bit as they over reverse into the building. I'd quite like to move like this petrol station out and the wash bay in one. But at the moment, because vehicles are using it, I can't move it. So maybe I'll just have to remember it in the future. But we'll put a row of like pine trees down along here to obscure the view from the people who live across there from all the noise and commotion going on in our depot. Just try and be good, conscientious neighbours. Same down over here. And then there's not much we can do to fit in here, so just a row of small bushes, which won't block anything, but they make me feel better, at the very least. And it'll make our drivers and staff feel better too. Okay, so that's got a few nice trees going on in there, and that should have boosted up our decoration rating, which should hopefully give, well, it does give our drivers a bit more satisfaction. Any of these, after all of that, ready to be painted up? What are you waiting for? You're in your parking space, you're on your way to the gas station. So although it is 7 in the morning and we've had quite a while, all of these are still very, very busy. So what we're going to do now is just buy a few extra buses. We've got a whole bunch of extra spaces now, and the buses that we're looking for are like another couple of these deckers so we don't have to keep spreading them out too much. Getting the routes onto these Gorsimmon ones is alright. So if we have a quick look out here, how's everyone getting on? Pretty well by the look of it. We've got some pretty full buses going out and about. So we have one this way on a 19, which is looking very busy. Well, that's the public service bit that needs to get covered. And here we have one of our new, so we have the B service, and he was coming in with a full standing load by the look of it. You're coming in not quite as busy. What one are you? You're a C, so you've only done like the shorter loop. But you're still fairly busy with like 34 people on, so that's not too bad. Lots of people coming in. You're looking a little bit quieter, and you're probably picking up a fair few people through here. There we go, yeah. So it's sort of a mix going on with these ones. It looks like here we have a busy 25. Oh, there we go. So we've still got a fairly high utilization. That's over 50 people on there, 55 at the moment. I think it was over 60 at one point. So that's good to see that one's being well used as well. So that's nice to see. Going back out the other way, we have some very full buses coming out this way. So we have a B bus going up there with a red, and then another one following straight after. There's still 66 people on it there. You're coming through here. How many do you have on? You're on 29 at the moment. So yeah, some good utilization. Should be bringing lots of people in. So what I'm going to do now, as I had said just a moment ago, so I'm going to slow this down once again. Have a look if any of these are paintable yet. I think quite a few of our deckers are out. So we're not going to get much with those ones. No, they're still not paintable. So what we're going to do is buy our buses, and we'll just have to keep trying to paint these as and when it becomes possible. So let's see what we have in the second-hand marketplace. Look, there we go. Straight away, one of the buses that we need. We'll put you onto the Decker 30. And will you take that much? Yes, you did. I didn't really check. I just randomly clicked, and I was happy that it sort of fell into the area that I roughly liked. I also want to buy some more Midi 2 buses. Are you being repaired at any point? You've been sat. Oh yeah, you are. I just sat there, and I've noticed you're pumping out your black smoke for quite a while. So ideally, for Midi 2 buses, I want the slightly larger size ones, if I could find them. So it's not the 90, but I think so. It is the Intercity LE at 94 is one of the larger ones. I'm not quite sure what the breakdown between seating and standing is on this, but we can see. So you want to be a Midi 2 bus. Will you take 23,000 or 22,800? Yes, you will. That's nice and easy. Anyway, I'm just going to buy a few more buses. We have lots of cash, so I'll be back in a moment once I have a few more buses. Okay, so that got a few new buses in here, which is nice. We did get one bus that I didn't want, which is you, so you will go straight back on the market. So we'll confirm you're selling, and then we will get you all fixed up and repaired. There we go. Oh, it's going a bit slow at the moment. It's obviously thinking about something. There we go. That's more like, I think it was just thinking about saving. Oh, no brakes, no oil, and limited stuff here. This must have been a terrifying bus to drive over here for its delivery. Thanks for doing the delivery. We'll get you repaired. I think you must have come back with a busted wiper. Did you run someone over coming in? Otherwise, what we've got is we've got a whole bunch. We've got one Midi 1, which is probably a useful one to have. So I'll get you repaired, and then I'll get you number plated in just a moment. And then we'll do that with the rest. Actually, we'll do it all now. We'll do it little bit by little bit. So let's check up on our fleet of buses and then sort this all out. I'm going to rush through and do the lot. Interestingly, maybe I'm being blind, but I thought I had more of these new buses, which I have just gone on board, but I can't find it. I thought I had another couple of Midi 2s somewhere floating around in here, but it turns out that I don't. It also turns out I've still been unable to paint any more of those double-decker buses. So we have a nice offer on this bus. Well, I say a nice offer. We have an offer, but Ines has offered us a pathetic offer. Just pathetic. No. Go away. Get out. I don't want to see you anymore. It's just rubbish. So just checking Wi-Fi usage. It's all looking good. I swear I had 4 new buses in here. Maybe I didn't. Did I get a new... So where are you? Oh, you got a yellow roof, which is probably being distracting. So yeah, that's one of them, which makes it a bit more understandable why I missed you. Let's get you numbered up. And then we have to come back through this lot. Should have kept track of what page we were on. So after those, you're being sold. Maybe that is it. Maybe I only had the 3. So I've got the 3, the one there. So I've got 3 Midi 2s, 1 Midi 1, a double decker unwanted, and a double decker wanted with the new route master. Maybe that is everything. That's 5 buses, which would sort of be roughly the price range that we had left over. I suppose that makes sense then. Cool. I hadn't expected it to work out so well. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do in this episode was to use up as many of our public service lines as possible. So let's start chucking a few of these in, because these will make us lots of money extra a week. So we've got to go from Blackpool Lilypoo to at least 1 ferry. I wonder, because the only ferry I can think of is the one up over here. So I wonder if we accept this. Is there one over here or something? No, nothing there. Can I think of anywhere else that a ferry might be? I can't think of one. So we might as well just come in. So where's Blackpool? Where's the Blackpill Lido? Blackpill, I think it's this one. There we go, good. So what I'm going to do is just do a loop around this slot and then just shoot it off as quickly as possible over here, stopping once in at the bus station. I think that is about the best that I can do with it. So if we start over there and then just do our loop this way, I'll change this up to try and get a nice bit of colour going on. Okay, so we'll do a quick loop down round over this way, trying to get as much of these houses in as possible. Back in, we'll stop at the Blackpill, and then we're just going to shoot straight down to the bus station. Now, which way have we gone? Okay, we've come up over this way. Yeah, I think we'll go with it. We'll put a couple of stops in there. And then, do we do stops going this way? I think so, or do I want to change my mind? There was a ferry stop that came in earlier. I wonder where. Oh, it's down over here. No bus stop cannot connect to there. That's a shame. I can see the road. I wish I could just run in there, do a loop around there and drop off. Because there's a little one, that blue circle on the water. I think that is the ferry stop that it's talking about. No, it's not going to work, so we're just going to come back as we were. Just move you along so you're not circling around that roundabout too many times, getting everyone all dizzy. And then we'll come down into the cruise terminal, loop around the end, and then back out the way we came in, to the bus station, round this way, and then just to check, will it work? No, it's going to go down that way, so we'll do a stop in there, and then back down to Blackpill. There we go. And this is Blackpill. And I think it was 33, which we put in brackets because it's... There we go. And it's going to be a big bus. We're going to put a Midi 2 onto this one and just see how it goes. We can't change anything in here. This is all set. How many people? Yeah, so it should be fine with the Midi 2, I think. is 40 to 95, which is the bigger end of a Midi 2, but it's also got lots of other services running along the same route, so it shouldn't be picking up everyone at once on those. So advanced settings. How long is this taking to do a loop? 61 minutes. That's a bit upsetting that we were so close. But what I'm going to do now is actually put in a few more stops. We start at Blackpool, and then we come down, and where do we go from here? Into the shop. I should have kept track of where we were meeting other services. So we've got Blackpool, KN, Malice, Fairwood, Mulberry. Okay, this might be where we're having new signing points. So we do 15 minutes there as it comes back out of that loop. Norton Health Centre, we'll do 1 minute waiting there. And we've got Blackpool, and then we come down, and there's a second bus station. We'll do that at 1/2 for the hour. Ooh, or do I give that a bit longer? So if we started that, so that'll get there at 8:37, and I'm going to actually put another 3 minutes on there, so it leaves at 10 past. Does that work? And then another 5 for the 1/4 departure time. Yes, why not? It's spent quite a long time waiting there, but that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So it comes in at 32. It's got 8 minutes on top of that waiting. That should be fine. I think I did my maths correct. Prince of Wales Dock is fine. Bus stop Swansea Ferry Port, I believe, will be this one. So we do that 50. So that should then time it coming back in, and then we come back around for the bus station, and it's the first one. So that's 60 minutes. That's an hour after departure. So that'll be 9:07. So we give that 3 minutes for 9:10, and then 9:15. I forgot to keep track of that. What were we? So I think that's 60, yeah. So 3, 5 is 68. So that's now leaving at 1/4 the hour, and then it's just straight back down to here, where it'll then probably finish and go back for a new bus. So there we go. Confirm. That got way more confusing than it needed to have been, and we'll just assign 2 buses on those. Oh, of course, the small buses came off. Ah, that's annoying that we've got an extra small bus off here. So where can we pop these guys in? Well, one of you can fit onto there. 13, 10. One of you can go over here. And is there another bus coming off earlier? Yep, there we go. Boom, sorted. We're going to have to deal with that a few times, I have a feeling, just the way it's going to go with the route. So now we're going to do Dunvant. So what do we need here? Connect 688 buildings, 76 points of interest, 10 bus stops, Monday to Friday 90 minutes, Saturday, Sunday every 60 minutes from 5:30 to 10:30, 150 meters between bus stops. So Dunvant is this one over here. What I might do is sort of link it through to the shopping centre over here and go through 3 crosses. So where do we want to do our quick loop? We'll do a loop around in here, and again we'll make this more colourful. Yep, so we've got the quick loop going around here, and then out past post office, into 3 crosses, coming through here, quick stop just outside, then through Garrison, whatever it was again, along this way, and then actually going to pop up, come through these industrial unit to the Tesco's, and then back around. Nice, quick, easy, simple, although we do appear to be missing a few of the points of interest. I think we are at 70 out of 76, and we obviously won't pick up any more on this way. Nope, nothing there, we've already got those ones. If we go back to the top and we delete these ones on this loop here, and we just make this loop bigger, so now we can come down this way, and then do we come back up? No, I think it'll just be there, but no, we're going to come a bit further around this way, and then up through there, and that should have us plenty of those places now. There we go. Dunvant 34. Okay, I'm going to leave it on 3 minutes here, so that goes at 40. And then I forgot to check where the other places I want to do were, so do 2 at the surgery. I should have took some notes on this. This was a bit of, how long is this loop already? 68 minutes. It's quite a long circuit. But I should hopefully have a good amount of people wanting to use it. Maybe I should just reset that and just go back and see where everyone is thinking about this route, and then timing point it up. That's not an easy way to do it. So no, we'll just make it up as we go along. So we'll just do surgery for 2 minutes. Then we do Garrison surgery for 1 minute. Then we do Village Inn for 2 minutes. Haven, oh, they've got the Tesco. We'll do 2 minutes on this one. Yeah, that must be the one. I think that's the one where it meets up on the outside. That's the one just before the little roundabout. And that's the one on the main road. So we'll actually do another 2 minutes on there. There we go. And then we'll come back in. And we will do, where was it? Village Inn. Do 3 minutes there. Coming down Garrison surgery, 2 minutes. 3 cross surgery, we'll do 3 minutes. Dunvant post office. We'll do 2 minutes, and then we do that loop in there. Happy days. And we will copy and paste that in over here. Confirm, and we want driving intervals of every 90 minutes. So that fits in perfectly for just a 1 bus and 2 at the weekend. Confirm. And we probably need to get those allocated, which means we need to assign drivers, and then we will have a look in here for where Midi 2s are. Can I slot any of these in on top of any of these? It's looking unlikely. So there's quite a few buses being used in here, so this might be time to use some of the new boys. Oh, you've already got stuff assigned to you, but these are both late. No, oh well. Tell you what, assign buses automatically, and we've got to redo the small buses into here. So we need one. Yep. Onto you. You're finishing late. You're finishing late. Finishing late here. Anyone finishing earlier? Ooh. Well, why not? We'll put a double decker on that one. It seems a bit unnecessary, but it's what we have. Trouble is, now that we've got keep reallocating stuff and shifting all the buses around, it sort of makes it a bit harder to keep track of where everything is going. There we go. We've got 2 new routes in so far. Do any of these buses? Oh, we can paint you. Still can't paint you. We can get you painted. You're still up for sale. You still need more fixing. Anyone in here looking like they need any work, you can get painted. No, actually at the moment, no one seems to have come back in broken. You've got you, but you are still being repaired. So that's fine. We have lots of people in here busily buying weekly tickets, which is good because our number here is going back up again, which is nice to see. Very good, very good. We'll speed things up a little bit to get these buses painted. And I will just sort of alternate in between the 2 different designs that I have going on. So we can have a mix of all kinds going on there. My idea with this is sometimes buses get painted up in a certain design and sometimes not, which is why I don't mind putting the Gore-Simmons buses out on the mini buses. Because when I drove for Stagecoach in Devon, like quite often you'd get like a red park and ride bus and you'd be doing a 1 route or a 55 route or a 5B, or you get one that's painted up with the 57 airport, and then you'd end up doing like a service around the city that didn't go to the airport. Like it could be a bit confusing, but at the same time it's just what they did all the time. So I don't mind doing that, as we sort of are taking inspiration of name from them. So I don't mind that we are sort of also taking inspiration from the fact that they do confusing bus allocations sometimes. That's close to being good enough, but I'm going to say no, I would like more money if possible. It's looking busy with buses getting repaired. We'll go straight in and get you one of those paint jobs. Happy days. Are you about to get painted? Nope, but you are now. And you in the depot, we can get you painted. So that has, I think, all of them now waiting on a paint scheme. You can go for your paint job too. You'll want this one. I do quite like it. It's quite a striking spot on the back of it. I think that's looking good. We should have another one popping in very, very soon. Here he goes. One by one, our white buses are disappearing. Happy days. Oh, you're on the way to the paint shop. Happy days. I think we've got most people sorted. Can't get you painted yet, but you'll soon be painted up in a moment. Now I did want to get all of the public service lines in before I finish this episode, but I feel like we have already had a fairly busy episode with buying buses and making it look pretty in here with all these trees, satisfying our drivers, because I think we are getting less complaints at the moment from a service centre employee. Sorry if I was sometimes a bit unfriendly. Currently I have to say I am really satisfied, which is odd because you are stressed as hell in the toilet, probably because everyone is watching you go, and that is probably more pressure than Pierre wants. It's you can't hide nothing, even with those bushes there artfully placed, when you have literally 4 people just sat on your lap. Like it's efficient, I suppose. You got one person dropping a log and then one person going between their legs. It's a bit grim, but we're saving time to get them back out at work. So what is Fiction saying now? So look, they were saying we would like to thank you for the great work. You're now saying Our buses are always very empty. You are free to use smaller buses to minimise the cost. We already are using our small buses on it. We don't have smaller. So there's not much we can do there. We have our buses painted up. I think all of them are now sorted. Do we have any loans? Can we go back to being fiscally responsible? No, we already are fiscally responsible. Happy days. We are just raking it in. How much money have we made today? Only 155, and we did 215,675 euros yesterday. That was a big profitable day for us, which is nice to see. We've got a bus here that needs a bit of fixing up. We'll get you sorted now. Happy days. Anyway, we'll have a quick look, see what buses we have. I'll be back in a minute once I've spent some of this money buying some new ones. Okay, we're looking for some Midi 2 and the new Route Masters. Back in a moment. So I managed to get 1 or 2 buses. It wasn't a very successful session. I got, well, most of the buses that I bought were the unwanted ones. So I got a few bendies and a new Enduro, which I still don't like the look of, so we are still not going to be using. Anyway, this is probably where we're going to have to end the episode now. It's been a fairly successful one again. Well, I say fairly successful. We have failed on nearly all of our missions of using up all of those public service lines. But we shall carry on with this mission in the next episode. We also failed in painting all of our double-deckers, but we are sending them in now, and as you can see, we are painting them all up. So this will be mission successful by the time the next episode starts. Because as I finish up now, we'll obviously go through and we do the whole fixing, the whole cleaning, the whole repairing. Thankfully, there's not much cleaning that needs to be done. The research into reducing dirt buildup and everything else has actually really worked very successfully. Anyway, I'll see you again in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will be continuing where we left off in the next one. Ciao for now.